bulk of performance in the end comes from details, right? What you do at the very end and that little bit that makes the difference. What's normally invisible or difficult to see and hard to work on. Foiling itself, hydrofoiling, was not something that I wanted to do or liked to do in the beginning. I was very cross with it because my father saw, hey, let's throw the little guy on the board. Let's try to start him kite surfing, and then, evolved into me flying the little kite and then getting out on the water and twin tipping. And then it was time to get on the foil. And it took a while before I actually got up onto the foil, right? So, which is funny how, you think you would immediately fall in love once you got up, but I was really against it. And then the moment that I got up on the water, above the water, bang, like that, I was like, oh, this is it for me, right? This I'm going to be doing for a while, I know it. That exact moment I still remember, of course, the thrill of being able to float across the water, to glide across it, and to be able to have this feeling of freedom that was different from just being on a board, right, and touching the water. That was special.
Safety is the most crucial thing for him. Well, it is actually, because it creates the confidence and trust. So with a little bit of push, he don't have to worry about being crash hard because he knows that he's pretty safe with the equipment that he's got. During the race days, we have a routine of make sure that the equipment is all there on the beach. We don't want to be missing like certain things. So that's why the checklist is super, super important.
Safety in this aspect is actually a really powerful aspect of your career if you take it into account. It gives you more time to train, more time on the water, and more time to work with improving on yourself. And you don't have to interrupt due to injuries. You don't have to be distracted because of them, or you wouldn't have any form of slight trauma from bad crashes or from incidents. And this, over time, makes a difference, which is relatively unnoticed most of the time and can be a big factor. And so you see how interesting things become when you go into details and you think about one small little thing that affects so many other things. I think over my racing career and over my time that I spent on the water, it shifted. It wasn't only or all about the freedom and the feeling of gliding across the water that attached me to this sport anymore. It was the connection that I could build, the people that stood behind me, that put their time and effort together with me for building a performance, or the people and the fans back at home who enjoyed, watching me compete, whatever competition brings. Bringing people together, giving them a reason to smile, giving them a reason to be happy, giving them a reason to feel something and to follow along and to be passionate, I think makes just sport very, very special and makes this whole experience something that I want to continue coming back to and something that I want to continue to dedicate myself to. And having that shift was something very surprising, but also very fulfilling for me as a person, and something that I can see why, sport is so beautiful and why I would like to continue dedicating myself to something that I've done for so many years.
To the max.